Breathe in deep. Breathe out long. That was Monument by the Trek Tribe on the from the YouTube audio library. Welcome to Love Supreme Breathe. I am your host, Quillen. And right now, let's take a moment to create a special quiet environment for me time. Turn off all audio visuals that pull you to the outer world. This time is your time, this next 18, 19 minutes. And in the meantime, gather paper or journal and a pen or other writing tool, crayons, color, ink, because we're going to be drawing also for a second. And this is the time that you can take to protect your sacred opportunity to commune with your highest self within. And right now, let's give thanks to this very breath, this life force, God. So continue to breathe in deep, breathe out long. Today, we will experience what it feels like to actually have no thoughts and no worries. I'm going to show you where that gap is in our mind as we go into deeper into what gives meaning to my life. This is part 2. What gives meaning to my life? Okay, continue to breathe in deep and breathe out long. Excellent. Breathe in deep. Breathe out long. Okay. So think of a moment between opening your eyes and rising out of bed. Just before you jump out of bed, the first thing we do is there's a breath, and then we open our eyes. By the grace of God, we get to do that. Are there any thoughts? Or is there a second of silence? Think of that moment. There's a slight second, a gap between we take that breath, open our eyes, and we look at the clock, or we, grab a cigarette, or we jump up. But there is that one little gap. That's the space we want to expand. And that is the place where there is freedom from anxiety and worry. With all the things that we're going through in this time, 2020, go to that space. Practice looking for that space, that gap between thoughts. Think of the time just before you embrace someone. That split second before you go to wrap your arms around someone. Are there any thoughts? Think about it. And as you think about that, Let's sit with our back straight, but not rigid. Take your time. Allow all your muscles to relax in your seat, in your chair, or if you're on the floor or on a cushion. Mm-hmm. Slightly tilt your pelvis forward. Breathe and relax your shoulders downward. Gently roll your shoulders back. Last night I saw this celestial performance of the opening night online uh, gala of the Alan Neely Dance Company. And as I watched the dancers, I imagined as they stretched their beautiful lines, someone pulling their arms and neck one way and their legs and back another the opposite direction. Imagine that beautiful stretch. I could actually see their core in that stretch at work. Absolutely beautiful. See if you can imagine someone pulling your head upward, gently, of course, and your lower back and sit bones downward. Just imagine that stretch and see if you can straighten your back a little bit more. Excellent. Focus on our neck now. Let's focus on our neck. Is it nice and loose? Gently supporting your head. Breathe in deep and breathe out long. Beautiful. And check right now. Are there any thoughts or worries going on right now? If there are, just breathe into it. You know the phrase lean in. We're going to talk more about that in the new year. What does it mean to lean into something? Okay. Now let's relax our facial muscles. Relax, relax your jaw and allow your lips to slightly part to allow gentle airflow. Excellent. And as you do these, keep breathing in deep and breathing out long. And you will notice that you have less and less thoughts and you begin to focus on yourself. Now let's focus on any tension in your body. Let's check our neck, shoulders, arms, fingers, shoulder blades. Today I had a little discomfort between my shoulder blades. And there are postures that you can do to release that tension. But right now we're going to breathe in deep and breathe out long into those areas that there may be tension. What about the mid back? Your chest. Open up your chest. Breathe in deep. Open up the chest. Breathe out long. Stomach. Lower back. And so on, all the way down to your toes. Breathe in deep. Breathe out long. Excellent. And if you haven't closed your eyes already, close your eyes. And again, slowly breathe in as deep as you can. And slowly breathe out long. And this time we're going to focus on our spine and tune into the electrical current pulsating up and down and all around our spine and back. Our spine and back is what holds up the rest of the body. So let's give special attention to that area. Slowly breathe in as deep as you can, very, very slowly, and feel your lungs. Slowly breathe out long. Mm-hmm. And repeat this 3 more times. Continue to breathe in deep and breathe out long. Are you still having any thoughts right now? Is there any anxiety? Or are you feeling more at peace? As you go into deeper levels of meditation, when you get to a person who is masterful at doing that and guiding you, you'll notice that the outer world begins to dissipate, and you begin to take a journey, a deeper journey within, where there are no thoughts and there are no worries. But right now, we're going to continue to breathe in deep and breathe out long. Excellent. Great job. So slowly return to normal breathing. And just for a moment before we get into our topic, the next couple of minutes, if you have your drawing materials, I want you to draw how you feel right now. What's going on right now? That for anything that comes up for you in the moment, draw that. It doesn't have to be gorgeous and perfect. I'm a stick figure person myself. I can't draw worth beans. So don't worry about how it looks. Just draw what's where you're at right now. Take a moment to do that. And whenever you're ready, the floor is open to share what this experience is like for you. Just draw. It doesn't have to be anything concrete. It could just be swirls with color or without color. It could be shapes. Mm-hmm. Okay, and now let's explore what gives meaning to our life. What gives meaning to my life? Right? 3 things that give meaning to my life. Whenever I give assignments, I do the assignment myself. And the thing that gives meaning to my life is knowing my purpose in this lifetime. And that's to teach, to continue to be a learner. And through this podcast, the intent is to be a love stream that helps visitors like yourself nurture and expand hope, joy, and the courage to adapt to the challenges we face. especially in today's most unpredictable world. So that gives my life meaning, and being grateful to be able to do that. Also, the handful of people in my life who've had my back for over the years, but who held me accountable for who I am in the world as an educator, minister, and lifelong learner. So I wouldn't dare disrespect the energies that God has put into my life. So again, take a moment to write what gives meaning to your life. Excellent. So once again, the floor is open if anyone would like to share. Karima says it's very soothing. That's what we want to hear. Because soothing means just for a moment, there are no thoughts and no worries. And of course, as you're doing this, be mindful of your breath, breathing in deep and breathing out long. Breathe in deep and breathe out long. So we're coming towards the conclusion of our time together. And this is where I give you your assignment, which is very easy. And I make an announcement. So again, protect your sanity. Protect your sanity is extremely important. Reach out to certified professionals who are professional mirrors. I call them professional mirrors. They can validate how we feel and guide us in the appropriate way so that we can have emotional maturity about what's going on with ourselves and things around us. Now, the next two guests we have for this month, we have a guest on the 10th and on the 17th. And then we'll go back to our original 20-minute format where you get more time to comment and share your experience doing the podcast, just like you did today. So I just want to thank you all for taking the time to open your heart and immersing yourself in the courage to expand your own joy. Please hit the subscribe button to get first dibs on upcoming exciting and meaningful merch. Really excited about that. And no one else would like to share? Pay attention. Be well. Love fearlessly. Thrive. Pay attention. Love fearlessly. Be well. Thrive.